What's going on, all you wild ghouls? Your two favorite crypt keepers are back here for Cinephellas doing more 31 Days of Horror. I am Count Dracula Myers. It's my good mate over there.
And I am Dr. Frankenhill. And we've got a real spooky movie to talk about tonight for the 31 Days of Horror, where we are reviewing a bunch of old movies, new movies, old shows, and new shows alike, all for the glorious month of October. And tonight we're talking about a movie, a horror film, of course, a low budget horror film that gained some traction online, had a lot of eyeballs and had a lot of word of mouth going in with this film. It recently winded up on Hulu, and we're going to review the horror movie Skinamarink.
Premise has to do with two kids, essentially, are the main focal points of this, a brother and a sister. And they wake up basically in the middle of the night. Their dad's gone, and they notice the windows and doors are pretty much gone in the house. They're trying to figure out what exactly happened to their dad.
They're trying to figure out what happened to their dad, and the viewers are trying to figure out what the hell is going on screen. This movie's like a puzzle. It doesn't give you anything. It gives you a corner shot of a door frame, and you hear some muffled sounds in the background, and you're trying to put the pieces together, and you're trying to follow this movie as it goes along, but it goes so slow, and basically nothing happens for most of the movie. It's truly a test of patience and your patience and watching to get to a part where something actually happens, which it finally does, but it's towards the way end of the film. And really not a lot to discuss here. There's not a lot of things going on the screen. It's left to your imagination. It's one of those kind of films. Very grainy, the way it's filmed, very low budget. You could imagine a Ring camera or something set up in the house, some low budget 480 film recording things in your house in the dark. And that's what this movie looks like.
Yeah, it's in the vein of, like, I would say Blair Witch Project found footage films, essentially. Has that 80s aesthetic to it in the way that it looks like VHS quality. You only get glimpses of the children. Most of the movie is just sounds, so it makes you, use your imagination and basically try to figure out what's going on to build a somewhat creepy vibe. But the first 25 minutes of the movie is really tough to get through. So damn slow, really slow. And then it gets a little better towards the end, but you got to have patience, like you're saying with this film. It's very slow burn, not much going on. Not a lot of dialogue. You just kind of hear sounds in the backgrounds and the kids talking and whispering and trying to find their dad and make their way through the house.
It's really left to the viewer. It puts all the work, basically. It's up to you to find this film, either something that you really enjoy or just frustrating and a struggle to stay awake, like it was for me. I probably didn't watch it at the best time. I was already kind of tired and wanted to watch it late at night with the lights off and to get the atmosphere. Definitely gotten the atmosphere. It's just, it takes so long for something to happen. I just couldn't get into it, got bored with it right off the bat. And, it felt like a 3-hour movie by the time it was over, and it's only an hour and 40 minutes. It's not a good thing when that happens when you're watching a movie. You can't see anything really for this film. The performances, the bottom of some kid's torso running around briefly that you get a glimpse of. Basically all you have to go here is the sounds, the muffled sounds, and kind of the atmosphere that the director creates, which, he gets some points for that because it is a creepy vibe that he gives off, but it's not enough to warrant an hour and 40-minute horror film where nothing happens for most of the time and you can't really understand what's going on, and you kind of have to read other people's theories and the plot synopsis to kind of figure out what's going on. That's how I felt.
Yeah, Kyle Edward Ball has his own YouTube channel. This is his first feature film, so give him kudos for that. Quite popular on YouTube, much like what we're trying to do here. But it's a valiant effort on his part, being the director writer. Just not a lot going on and just a little too slow for me, like you were saying. I actually nodded off twice watching this because I watched it like, super late at night when the lights are off in my house, 11:30 at night. Never a good sign. Maybe I was just tired as well, but for the most part, it's a movie you'd maybe watch once during the Halloween season. I don't think this is a movie you're going to revisit every year for 31 Days of Horror. You can watch it once and say you watched it. But a lot of people have been talking about this. There's a buzz around this in the horror community that we're a part of. My sister-in-law has been talking this movie up on Hulu, and yeah, she thought it was amazing, and I thought it was just mediocre at best. So with that being said, I'm going to give Skinamarink, that's currently streaming on YouTube and also a Shudder original. We love the people at Shudder, that company. I'm going to give this Skinamarink a 3 out of 5 Kyle Edward Ball hair pieces.
Kudos to Kyle Edward Ball for his film. He definitely made, something creepy and has an atmosphere and everything. It was too slow for me. I just couldn't get into it. Unfortunately, there's some creepy imagery and the sound is definitely creepy. But like I mentioned, it just felt like the movie kept going on forever. And I just wanted to skip and find out what happens at the end. Too many shots where you don't see what's going on screen. It's hard to tell what's going on. And that's too much work for me, especially when I'm watching this late at night. But with that being said, kudos to him. He did something different here. It's definitely found footage. It's in that genre. And, just for the effort and the sound and everything, I'm going to give Skinamarink, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5 VHS hair pieces.
Anyways, want to hear from all you ghouls out there. What did you like about Skinamarink? What didn't you like about it? What's your favorite horror film of 2023? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click subscribe. Also, check out these wild rascals on Facebook, X, and Instagram on our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV movie news and reviews.
We're having a blast this 31 Days of Horror. I'm watching so many horror movies, getting ready for Halloween. We're revisiting a lot of older movies and ones that we've only caught once and some that we've never even seen. So this is exciting for us. And we love doing this every year. And we have so many more reviews to come for you ghouls. So stay tuned. So until the next 31 Days of Horror movie review, I'm the ghoulish Henry Hill.
And I'm Count Logan Myers, signing out until the next movie review for 31 Days of Horror.
Cheers.
Skinamarinky dinky dink, skinamarinky doo. I love you.